Welcome back to another reading vlog. I've had a lot of fun making these recently. I'm not sure how many people are seeing them, but if you do see this, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's just fun. So to get into this week's vlog, or it might not last week, it might last longer, we'll have to see, because I have a huge TBR and I'm awful at sticking to TBRs because I'm a mood reader all the time. I see a book, I think I'll read that, and then I look back at my book journal and think I really should have read from my TBR. So that's what we're trying to do. The three main books I have on my TBR for this month that I really need to get to are all very long, so hopefully I can manage it. And this is halfway through the month, so I'm sure it'll be fine. But I am hoping to do a reread of all of the Shadowhunter books in the recommended order, and I haven't actually read the Chain of Gold, like the most recent Shadowhunter series, and I've read all the others, so I thought I'd go through all the Shadowhunter books in the recommended order by Cassandra Clare, but that's for another video and another time. So I'm currently reading from my TBR Sunrise on the Reaping, which I took the dust jacket off, and this is the Waterstones exclusive, and it's so pretty. So I'm reading this. I did start it yesterday and ended up reading quite a lot and way past my bedtime, so I'm a fair chunk through. So I'll be reading that first, reading today. I've got a busy day with meetings, but I'm hoping to read a lot. We'll see. It's kind of, if I didn't have things on today, I definitely would finish it today, and I do really like it. I grew up reading The Hunger Games. I can't fault anything in The Hunger Games, and I think that Haymitch is probably my second favourite character at The Hunger Games. My favourite would be Finnick. So I'm really excited about this one. So far I'm really enjoying it. Another book that's huge, that's on my TBR, that I might not get to in this video, is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V. Schwab. This is for my book club pick that I'm in this month, and obviously everybody's been talking about this book, everyone's been seeing this book. I have it, I need to read it, but it's really big, so, and it has small writing, so that's another one I need to get to, but I'm not sure if I'll read that one or if I will read The Will of the Many. This was a book club pick, but I didn't read it, so I need to read it, and I'm not sure which one I'll read after Sunrise on the Reaping. It's one of these two, we'll see. They're both pretty big and have quite small writing. This one has small writing actually, but I'm excited for all of these books. So they're all really big hardbacks, and I'm a very busy person, so we'll see how that goes. But for today we'll be reading Sunrise on the Reaping when I have free time. So any moment today that I have free time, I'll be reading that, and I hope that in this video I can get to one of the other two books and actually finish it. And that's all my expectations I'm putting on myself, but that's the maximum I'll do. So on with the vlog, on with the day. It's pretty gloomy today, although it's meant to be hot. I'm hoping that it rains because it would just be perfect reading weather. And I will suffer through the meetings that I don't want to go to and then enjoy some reading. So both my meetings are done now, and I will be reading more of Sunrise on the Reaping. I did read a bit more earlier, and I have a good feeling I could finish this today, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm really enjoying it. Haymitch is a really good character, and I'm glad we're getting a book from him. Although I would love to see a book from Finnick, but Haymitch is great, and this book is just, yeah, I understand the hype. I get it now. So I'll keep reading and update you later. It's the next day, and I wanted to give an update, which is that I kind of ended up reading the rest of Sunrise on the Reaping yesterday. It was amazing. I loved it. I see the hype. It did make me cry, to be honest, and then I was too busy just thinking about it to actually come on here and update you. But it's definitely a 5-star. It was so good and emotional at the end. Like, obviously we know Haymitch, we see him in the Hunger Games, and we know the state he's in, kind of like mentally, and the fact that he's got no one. I thought that it wouldn't be that sad, and obviously there's all those connections that's made in the book to the other books, including Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So it was a really good read, especially as a Hunger Games fan. Like, I grew up reading the Hunger Games, so I was really excited for this one, and it did not disappoint. And then today I'm pretty busy. I've got a friend coming over, and then later I've got family coming over, but I've decided the next book I'm going to read is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. Took the dust jacket off already. Oh, that's pretty yellow. That's very bright. I've only heard good things about this. All I've heard is lesbian vampires and female rage. So, I don't know. Sounds fun. And I've also heard that if you liked The Invisible Life of Ali LaRue, then you'll really enjoy this book, which I loved The Invisible Life of Ali LaRue. In fact, I've not read anything by V. Schwab that I didn't like, so I have high hopes. I don't think I'll be disappointed, and I'll be reading some of this today. I have quite small writing and I'm kind of busy, but we'll see. I mean, it is fairly small writing, but I am really excited for this one, and this is the book club pick for the book club from at Katie is Reading. So Katie is Reading is my favourite booktube channel. You should go check her out. She's amazing. I'm part of her Patreon book club, and this is the book pick. So I need to get around to this, and I'm so excited to talk to the other people in the club about it. And honestly, only heard good things. I heard a few people say like it is boring, which I don't understand, but that's because they said they didn't like Ali LaRue, and it's apparently feels quite similar when you're reading it. But I like all of the V. Schwab books I've read. I've not read all of them, but I read most of them. So I'm excited to read this today. Hopefully get some reading done. I probably won't film much today, but that's okay. And then tomorrow I'll probably do a lot more reading, and I'm just excited to start this. And I know I'm not going to be let down, so this will be fun. Also, wearing Gilmore Girls top. If you're watching this, Beth, this top is great. I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan, and this top is from a poetry episode with Kirk, who's my favourite character. But I'm not going to go on a Gilmore Girls rant right now. I'll get to reading, and I will see you later. It's now Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. I didn't update yesterday because I ended up being really busy. I had a friend over and we binge watched Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. We binge watched season 1. We're about halfway through, and then I did manage to read a lot. I read about 130 pages of Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I've read about another 100 this morning, and I plan to hopefully finish it. So I've got another 200 pages left, so I think I can finish that today. And I don't know if I'll start The Will of the Many today. Probably not, to be honest, probably not. And I have started rereading Prisoner of Azkaban because the weather's gloomy, so it's perfect for Harry Potter. And I've done loads of my crochet blanket, which I will show you later because it's coming along really well and it's very colourful. And I've also found a pattern for a jumper that I really want to knit. So I will at some point be buying the wool for that, which is all very exciting. But yeah, lots of reading planned. Very tired, so probably a nap as well. But hopefully next time I update you, I will have finished this book. It's really good so far. It's just about it kind of skips between different timelines of these women / girls who have been turned into vampires and following them and just their stories. The book isn't particularly plot based, it's mostly following these people and reading their stories and their lives. It's a lot like Addie LaRue, and I really like that kind of writing. I love getting to know characters and how they think, how they feel, all of that. So it's really good. It's perfect autumn vibes. Sadly, it's not officially autumn yet, although I keep saying it is and my mum disagrees with me. Pretty good. I wish that I would read it slower because I'm enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it so I want to read more. And I'm actually probably going to be really sad when it ends because it's so interesting and captivating, and I love the way it's written and following the different characters. Also, right at the beginning, it was just one mention, but they mentioned Outlander, and it reminded me that I need to continue reading the Outlander series because I love the TV show, and I've read the first book and I really like that as well. So that gave me a reminder of another book series that I'm in the middle of that I need to finish, which I'm really bad at doing. I'm really bad at finishing series I start. But the mention was a reminder for me, so I'll get to that soon. And also reading about vampires is kind of solidifying in my mind that I do want to reread all the Shadowhunter books. I want to reread them in the recommended order because I haven't read the Chain of Gold, Chain of Iron, and Chain of something else books yet. And I love the Shadowhunter books. I grew up reading them as a teenager. I haven't reread them in a couple of years, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. It's not on my TBR, so I should probably try and read The Will of the Many first, but I might pick up City of Bones on the audiobook, but we'll see. For now, it's just reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, and reading Harry Potter and crocheting. Desperately want to finish this blanket so I can start the jumper. Well, so I can buy the wool to start the jumper. I'm excited. I think I'm more excited about buying the wool because that'll be fun. So yeah, that's my update for you, and hopefully next time I update I will have finished this book, which would be sad, but good books always have an ending anyway, so just have to deal with it. It's now a lot later. I have had a bath and I'm happy to report that I finished Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V. Schwab. I really loved this book. It was fascinating how these three women, how their stories all like interconnected by the end and how it all wove together. The characters, I feel like these characters are ones that will stick with you because we go so much depth, we get so much depth of who they are that I finished this book about an hour ago and I'm still thinking about the characters and I'm not ready to move on. I'm sad that it's over, but it was really good, but very sad it's over. Maybe one of my top reads of the year. We'll find out because it's not the end of the year yet, but definitely up there. Definitely 5 stars. If I could give this 6 stars, I would. I loved it. I think if you like Addie LaRue, then you'll really enjoy this book because they're very similar in my opinion, and I loved them both for that reason, I think. And yeah, it's just an amazing read. And then next I should probably read The Will of the Many because it's on my TBR, but I don't know if I'll get round to it or not, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. And I don't think I'll do any more reading tonight because I'm watching a TV show with my parents and crocheting my blanket, which is still ongoing. But I'm making good progress, but now it's starting to feel really slow. But yeah, really good book. Really sad it's over. It did make me tearful. I'm a book crier and I'm not ashamed of that. Book criers are book criers. I really did sob. I'm not quite sure why though. It wasn't like super emotional. It just felt quite raw. But I can't stop thinking about the book, so I'll just be thinking about it all night. I'm not ready to start a new book. I'm not ready to move on. So I guess tomorrow morning I'll start The Will of the Many, but for tonight I'm not ready. So yeah, 6 stars if I could. And I already feel like I immediately want to reread it, which I should not do because I do have a TBR. And I hope to do a journal page spread for it in my reading journal because I loved it that much. I will update you when I finally start The Will of the Many. It's been on my TBR for what feels like forever. So I'll let you know when I get up to that point. But yeah. To finally film the end of this vlog. It's been a really good reading week. I have been rubbish at updating, but I did finish reading The Will of the Many. I started it and then finished it the next day. I could not put it down. It was really good. So the 3 books I read in this vlog were, just need to grab them. I started off with Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I gave this 5 stars. It would have been 6 stars if I could. I loved this so much. A lot more than Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This was really good. Really enjoyed this one. Next, I read Burial Bones in Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. Another 5 star. If I could give it 6, I would. This is amazing. It's very, I think, if you like Addie LaRue, you'll love this. And the way all the storylines interconnected at the end with all the different people. And it was just beautiful and I loved it so much. And probably going to be in my top books of the year. speaking of top books of the year, I also read The Will of the Many, which 5-star, would give it 6 if I could. This book, I didn't film any updates for it because I was very busy and I forgot. In all honesty, I did forget. This book was mind-blowing. I loved it. I haven't felt like this reading a book since the first time I read Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. That's the feeling this book gave me, and it was amazing. I couldn't put it down. I ended up getting the audiobook as well because I had things I needed to do and I didn't want to stop reading. And I just flew through this, although the writing is tiny. It was amazing. It just... I don't know how else to explain my feelings towards it. I've pre-ordered the next one, which I believe comes out in November, which is really exciting. It was so good. And I noticed something really cool, which is that the book underneath is this kind of mottled grey. And it looks like stone, which is part of the magic system in the book. It's going to be a trilogy, so I wonder when the third book is going to come out. This book was, I could not put it down. So that was my week of reading. So I managed to find 3 6-star books in 1 week, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed filming this, although I was really rubbish at updating it quite a lot. But yeah, those are the books, and I needed a good reading week after reading some books that were quite disappointing recently. And I'm really happy to have found, well, all 3 of these books probably on my top books of the year, but we're yet to see since we're still in August. Also, I managed to hit my Goodreads goal of 100 books already, so that's quite encouraging to keep going and see how many more I can do. And the next vlog I'll film, I'm hoping to reread some of the Shadowhunter books because I'd like to read them all in the recommended order. I have read all but 3 of them, and it'll be a reread, and I've not reread them in a long time, but I'm very excited for that. I've been watching Vampire Diaries as well, so Vampire Diaries and then reading Bare Bones and the Midnight Soil has got me ready and excited to reread the Mortal Instruments series. And hopefully in my next vlog I will finish my crochet blanket and be able to show you, which is also very exciting. So if you stuck around to the end, thank you for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if you liked them, or if you didn't, we can talk about it. And thank you for watching. I will see you soon.